Pets. I like pets. As a matter of fact, I'm a pet owner. I have several pets. Pet ownership is a hobby. It is a private hobby. And a hobby is not a human right. Actually, to own a pet is a privilege. It is you, as a human, who decides if you want to own a pet or not. What is classified as a pet? Okay, Google. What is the definition of a pet animal?
According to Wikipedia, a pet or companion animal is an animal kept primarily for a person's company or entertainment rather than as a working animal, livestock, or a laboratory animal.
And pets, they are labeled as loose property. Okay, Google. What is the definition of a dangerous animal? Hello? Hello? Google! Google. Google. What is the definition of a dangerous animal?
On the website columbus.in.gov, they say, dangerous animal means any animal that by its behavior or training constitutes an immediate or serious physical threat to human beings or other domestic animals.
So, for the last 7 years.
The Last 7 is a 2010 movie directed by Imran.
Google!
Stop! Stop! Google! Stop! Stop it!
Nothing's playing right now.
Good. So, for the last 7 years, I have had the worst neighbor one can ever imagine. And what made these neighbors horrible neighbors is the fact they were dog owners, and we share a wall between us. And this wall, it's not isolated very well. The sound from my neighbors will travel straight into my bedroom. These dogs, they shrieked the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. And this was a problem, not only because it was happening every day, it was also happening during night. Every single night. You know what happens to the human mind and your physical body if you can't sleep? I found out the hard way. First, it was the tiredness, obviously. Meaning that you can't focus your mind, you can't think, you can't almost even speak correctly due to exhaustion. Then there were the shakes. My body was shaking all the time. Because dog barking and shrieking, it is very loud. A dog bark can reach over 100 decibels in strength. And landlords think that dogs are perfectly suitable to live right next to people in shitty apartments, or share walls with other people, or just live close to people in general. Because also dogs, they can keep on going and going and going and going and going with these 100 decibel loud barks and shrieks and horrible demonic noises. They can keep on doing that for hours and hours and hours and whole freaking nights. You wonder what happens to a human when this type of next door terrorism is happening day and night, non-stop. And you keep on reporting it. You keep on recording and you're reporting it to the landlords and no one takes you seriously. I was on my own in all this. And my physical symptoms got so bad because also these neighbors, one of them were working night shifts. And when this person arrived home, as fast as that door to their home was opened, the dog would jump out into the staircase and shriek on top of its lungs like and you know what? When you're asleep, deep asleep, and that is what you hear, that loud, horrendous noise, it will wake you with a jump scare. And imagine every night it is like that. Trust me, these people, you could not talk to them. I tried. Useless. Because their excuse was,
But we just moved in with the dog. The dog, he's not used to living here, you know.
dogs are predators, and that sound, the barking, the shrieking, the howling, like very sudden, explosive, loud noises, they trigger our human instinct to fight or flight. And try to imagine being constantly in fight and flight response. That is what happened to me. And there was nothing I could do to try to drown out this sound. And one night I was laying down, my body was pulsating like boom, 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 like very hard. And it was painful. And then one night I felt here in my chest just boom. I thought, holy shit, I'm having a heart attack. Because it was painful. Didn't feel right. I did call the emergency number and they told me, Satanen, you need to go to the hospital. We're gonna come and pick you up in an ambulance. They strapped me up in an ambulance. They drove in the middle of the night to the hospital and they started to examine me. But after some hours, they couldn't find anything obvious. So they said, Satanen, you are on your way home now. Bye-bye. I didn't get any help. But the next day, my stomach was still boom, 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 boom. And it was super painful. I did go to the hospital again. Not in an ambulance this time. And they did hook me up to machines and stuff again to check my heart. The doctor said, Satanen, your heart is nice, but there is obviously some other issue. So he started squeezing on my stomach. And as fast as he hit the spot where your stomach sac is located, I squealed in pain. I was like, Aah! And I'm not the kind of person that is really sensitive to pain, but when he was squeezing that area of my stomach, oh, it hurt. It really hurt. And then the doctor told me, Satanen, I think I know what the issue is. You have an acute stomach wound. Stress is no good for you. I will give you a medication and hopefully you will be alright. And I did contact my landlords about this. I told them like, hey, this constant noise terror from these dog owners next door waking me up every single fucking night has caused me to have a fucking acute stomach wound. And you know what can happen if you have a stomach wound? You can fucking die. So what happened afterwards when I told the landlord that these neighbors and their dog is killing me, like literally making me having to go to the hospital in an ambulance. Well, the only thing that changed was that the dog owners, they did not let out their dog into the staircase in the middle of the night so it could shriek its stupid head off. But not much else really changed. If your pet will become a danger to other humans' lives and safety, then it's not a pet. And by the way, just one more thing though, because I know that there will be people that tells me,
Satanen, you are a hypocrite. You keep birds as pets, and do you know birds, they crap on cars and they make loud noises too.
yes, I am very much aware. That is why the birds I own are on the lowest noise scale when it comes to birds. Bird singing is considered therapeutic. So that is the story. How I almost died from dog noise. And thankfully, these trash neighbors, they have moved. And now, my new neighbors, they are a regular family with a small kid. I can hear the kid playing and screaming and stuff during the daytime. But you know what? That is heavenly compared to the dog owners I have had the unfortunate displeasure to share walls with. And you know what the best part about these new neighbors are? It's the fact that they're asleep at night. My home has never been this peaceful and quiet ever since this family moved in next door. And they don't have a dog. I love my new neighbors.